Hey everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Flying Alaska with me, Herd 37. So episode 4 here, and last time we, of course, flew into Nome, Alaska. That's PAOM, and in this flight, it's actually going to be a short one. We're going to go up to Taylor, Alaska, and that's AKE 49. Airport is extremely small, so there's no procedure or anything like that. Kind of understandable with all these Alaska airports, but see right here with the wind, we're going to go ahead and take off on runway 27 out to the west, and then head out to the north up to Taylor, and we're going to land on runway 34. I'll show you right here. The wind is kind of coming from the north, also kind of to the west, so we'll just head straight in and land on runway 34. So with that, we'll go ahead and move on over to the plane. Alright everybody, here we are at the plane. That doesn't look good. That building's supposed to be there? I don't think so. Alright, it's been actually months since I've actually flown this plane. I still have episode 3 though that I haven't put up. But I've been so busy with other stuff, moving and everything, that I just haven't been able to get around to doing this. But finally, we're back in this plane for the final season, the second and final season of Flying Alaska. So let's go up here to FSX and we'll start us a flight. Alright, we've got 12 people. It's a really short flight. It's under 100 miles, so let's just pack her full. We don't even need the 50% fuel. Go ahead and set type to normal flight. Sorry if I sound a little weird. I've been fighting a cold for like two weeks or more. And it's like it goes away and comes back and goes away and comes back, and just it's so frustrating. Alright, there we go. AK-49, Taylor, Alaska.
Destination set.
Let's actually lighten the load a little bit and go back to like 40%. Because like I said, it's a really short flight, you saw. Alright, load her up immediately, make sure we got our people.
Flight control. Check him.
Start her up. Alright, so we'll go ahead and have them put their belts on. I can't even remember how to start this thing up. I was going to print out the procedures, but never got around to it. And I definitely can't do it now because I don't have a printer with me. But we'll get her started up anyway. Let's go down here. Alright, gotta turn our battery on. And let's put our nav and... I never remember, is it? There you go. The beacon. I was gonna put the anti-collision lights. I thought it was beacon. Alright, so... we can go ahead. I think we'll... don't actually put the generator on there. The left, I think we should start at the right first. There she goes, and I should have used the fuel boost. My bad. Like I said, it's been forever since we've actually used this plane. Move that up, and we'll turn the starter off. We'll take off the fuel boost as well. Turn the left generator on. So right fuel boost, I was actually going to hit this button last time instead of hitting the daggone starter. Put the starter, the right engine, a little fuel, should start up. There we go. I'm going to put that back in high idle, or high idle, hit full. Turn that starter off and the fuel boost as well. And we'll get our anti-ice and everything going here. Pitot heat, stall vane. We can hurt the prop heat. Surface will go to auto. And here's the internal set. So that's just like the TBM 850 also has the inert SEP. I'm kind of surprised by that. So technically, you should turn on the inert SEP. I guess when you're taxing, see, we've never messed with that at all. But now, like I say, that I've been flying the TBM 850. The TBM 850 does have that. By the way, right generator needs to be on. Avionics bus. Alright, looks like we got everything on. Sorry, but it's been so daggone long since I've flown this thing. So we'll tune over to the traffic. And that's what runway we're going to take off on. Like I said, it's going to be 27. And that's the taxi to it.
Oscar, Mike, traffic, Echo, Foxtrot 383 is taxiing to runway 2.
Get this out of the way. Alright, and the heading of the runway is 276. Let me zoom in here. We gotta remember which one to hit to move the heading. There we go. Heading, like I said, 276. Actually, come back this way. Have to learn to fly this plane all over again. Should come back over here. Turn off all the messages so we don't get anything. There we go. I guess we gotta do it for both of them. Just hate getting the messages. Alright, so that's on, although I guess that's test. So put that on. Alright, get back up here. Parking brake coming off. Let me turn my taxi light on. It's this one right here. Yes. Alright, so that's on. Alright, so let's go ahead and taxi on over to the runway. There's actually one thing I want to do real quick. Not really expecting that building. I forgot all about that. This is a stupid building. Alright. Remember one thing. Open the cowlings here while we're taxiing. Alright, and we gotta actually find the runway. Not sure if it's this one to our right or not. I do believe it is. I believe it's over here. You got the two runways. Yeah, it's right over here to our right. This is where we want to go. So come over here. I guess we'll taxi on down to the right. Cause I don't know if there's a taxiway beside the daggone runway. So I guess you gotta taxi down this way. Man, wow, I don't remember it getting up that quick. To speed like that on the taxi. Holy cow. Gotta slow her down a little bit. I got out of control real quick. Alright, I'm gonna hit CDI over to GPS. We can get on the runway right here. There'll be plenty of room. I'm gonna go ahead and hit the flaps. One notch. Plenty of flaps. I think I hit the wrong button over there. I gotta check that out in 1 second. We'll go over there. So that wasn't what I was expecting to see on the screen either. Alright, right here. Let's see, do I have one for this? Yes. I hit suspend. That's what. CDI over to GPS. I thought that looked weird when I hit it. And we need to get the autopilot sorted out. There we go. We're going to go up to 7,500 feet, by the way. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get the 5. And she doesn't want to do that. Ugh. I always have a problem with this autopilot. I don't know why it is. I do remember that. Alright, so let's go on ATC. We're going to head out to the north.
Papa, Alpha, Oscar, Mike, traffic, Echo, Foxtrot 383, taking off, runway 27, departure to the north.
Alright, now we got to hit the anti-collision lights and lane lights. I think everything else is good. Parking brake coming off. Man, it truly is like learning how to fly all over again with this plane. She wants to get fast even just that little bit getting over onto the runway. Alright, let's go ahead and get on out of here. Not quite full power. Don't want FS passengers nailing us. Alright, let's go ahead and rotate. Positive rate. Gears coming up. Alright, going ahead and retracting the flaps. She gets real quick in a hurry, doesn't she? I do really like this plane. Let me go ahead and close the cowlings. I'm gonna put the nose down a little more. She's climbing a little too quick now. I trimmed her up a little too much. Let's go ahead and turn to the right, up to the north. By the way, since we last flew this, openLC North America did come out, so we don't do away with Alaska, Canada. Because North America, openLC North America, I guess it includes them. I was kind of wondering if they did or not, but I was looking around and apparently they do. That's what people were saying, which makes sense. She really wants to climb. That nose keeps going up and up and up. Try to trim her a little better, climb right at about 1,000. Already approaching 2,000 feet. About to get online. Let me bring this up. Let's turn on the autopilot. Just can't hit the yaw damper. Alright, altitude, armor, I want it to, I don't know why I can't get it to 7,500. Vertical speed though, let's move that back up to, let's see now, this wants to only go by 1,000 too. What is going on with you? There we go. No. Alright, that's starting to get really annoying. Let me hit nav right here. That's the weirdest thing. It only there it went. Like right there, we'll let it. So let me see if I can get that. All right, there we go. Back to vertical speed at 1,000. That's very odd. I couldn't get it. Can't understand that. I guess we can't resize this. That's right. We can from the bottom. So many little things you forget. You haven't flown it in a while. Alright, take a look over here at the GPS. This is such a short flight. Just 67 miles. It's going to take less than a half hour at this speed. So with that, let's take a look outside. The ground looks pretty daggone good. openLC North America. Nome back in the background. Yeah, the collars and everything look tremendous. Yeah, that looks really good. Alright, coming up on 4,000 feet. Is that at 80? Alright, with that, let's go ahead. It's going to be real short. By the way, the airport elevation is just 476 feet. So I'm going to speed it up literally just for a few seconds, and I'll be right back. Alright, everybody's slowing it down to normal speed as we're descending here. Kind of screwed up there for a second. Had us ascending at 700 feet a minute instead of descending at 700 feet a minute. And the screen went black, so I actually cannot arm the altitude. Now that we want to go to, let me turn the seatbelts on.
Please fasten your seatbelt.
Yeah, the screen goes black. I remember it doing that on occasion, so I actually cannot arm that, so we're just gonna have to go ourselves here, descending at 700 feet a minute. And we're gonna be landing on runway 34. It's actually only about, as you can see, 16 miles out. I'm gonna go ahead and hit up ATC. We need to actually kind of get that stuff off our screen for a second, so you can see. There's the airport list, AK-49. It's gonna be us. Oh, that was Quartz Creek. You hear about that all the time on what, Gold Rush, Alaska? Select a runway for landing, 34. Full stop landing. That's our position.
Kilo 49er traffic, Echo Foxtrot 383 is 15 miles south, 6,500.
By the way, we need to descend a little bit quicker now.
Runway 34.
I'm gonna pull back on the throttle as well. Prop RPM back up to full. Because the airport elevation is only about 476 feet, so 500, so you got to figure we're about 5,500 up right now. And let's go ahead. I'm going to switch over to nav or heading here. Go ahead and get that off the screen. Because we're coming over for 34, so we actually need to be over to the right. I'm actually going to pull it over to the right a little bit more. Oh, the clouds. Oh, you clouds. Because we're only about 12 out. Coming up on 5,000, let's put us about 4,500 above. I think we might actually be okay. Really feels like I'm sitting down in this thing again. Put it up just a little bit. Ah, man, that weather's gonna make it a little harder. I have to find this daggone runway. They can be so hard in Alaska anyway, because they're such short or small little airports. There's nothing much to them. Just like, a lot of them just a little gravel runway that they call an airport. All right, now we're getting closer. Let me reset the altimeter. 4,300 feet. Man, those clouds are not going to make this easy. You got to watch out because we do have mountains and stuff in the area, although it looks green. I'll put it on that one. Kind of makes it harder to see sometimes. I feel like we need to get over to the right a little more to have a longer approach in once we do find it. If we find it. Oh, little break there. Go ahead and put that full rich. See if we can find her now. She's still going to be over to the left a little bit. Go a little bit further out until we come start to fly over to the left, because we do have, it looks like a ridge over here. I don't want to get too close to that. I guess she's going to be sitting down in that valley somewhere. And that's the thing about these clouds, they're so far down. I mean, because we just went by 2,500 feet, and it's still kind of in the clouds. That helped a little bit right there. About 7 miles out, I'm going to go ahead and hold her right here. Increase the power because we're only about 1,500 feet up, and obviously I don't want to get too low. That screws us up a lot. Alright, because we're still 6 miles away. So I mean we're close, but we do still have a little ways to go. I'm just concerned that it could be 6 miles over towards that way. We have that range set on 20. We usually have it more like 10. Because we are not very high up. But we need to just about start our turn to the left. Hopefully we haven't gotten too far down. .343 is the heading of the runway. We just got to get at least in the area of it. I'm gonna have us climb just a little bit. We actually probably need to come back to the left a little more. Climb at 300 feet a minute for a second. That thing's gonna be hard to find now. Let me reset my view. That's our position again. We haven't done that in a while.
Echo Foxtrot 383 is 4 miles southeast, 2,100 inbound to land, runway 34.
Yeah, how did we get so... We ended up too far over. You can see 34 is going to be going this way. I don't know how the hell I got myself over there so much. The thing is, we don't want it off to the right wing because you can't hardly see it over there. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and turn off the autopilot. Everything off. Plane is going to be mine. We're going to have to fly over this airport because we're supposed to be right over it right now, and obviously we can't see a daggone thing. That'll at least let us spot it and we can fly around. I think we're like literally right over top of it. Just come around to the left. I'd love to be able to see the daggone thing, because I have yet to see a runway. I'm just sending a little too much here. Actually, don't want to descend. There she is. Right over by the river, creek, I should say, really. Alright, well now we know where she is. Although we weren't really doing a traffic pattern.
Traffic, Echo Foxtrot 383 is on downwind, runway 34.
Climbing up just a little bit. Kind of worried about these little ridges and everything. Thing is, I don't want to get too far out from her. I'm afraid we'll never find it again. Alright. Oh, base leg.
Fort Niner traffic, Echo Foxtrot 383 is on base, runway 34.
Just send a little bit here. Not too much. I didn't want that much. See if we can find her again. Over by that creek. Yeah, I'm getting too low, daggone it. But I know we're not that far away from it. Go ahead and drop the gear. Put the flaps out one notch. Sear over there, just off the left front. So we're kind of coming in at an angle. Alright, we're going full flaps. Back to power lip. We're a little high.
Alpha Kilo Fort Niner traffic,
So we
Echo
might end up
Foxtrot
real high.
383 is on final, runway 34 to land.
Don't like the way we're coming in so high. It's not exactly the biggest runway in the world. I'm surprised that we were actually that high because I kept descending a little bit. When we were going around, I ascended or climbed a little bit too, I know, but daggone. Just don't get her too slow. Man, it seems like such a small little runway. Come on, girl. How are we ever gonna stop? Stop, 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 stop. Wow. Now how are we gonna get out of here? Let's take a look outside right here. At the edge. Can't cut it any closer than that. Holy hell. Open these cowlings back up. Wow, that might be the shortest runway we've ever landed on. I don't really know where we should go, because there's no buildings or anything. So I suppose we could just go off to the edge. And say that we're there. That we're clear of the runway. I'm just glad the passengers are okay with that. And I was saying, start screaming.
Alpha Kilo 4.
Just because we're off in the grass, where else are we gonna go?
383 is clear of the runway.
Alright, remove my yoke. We're gonna put that parking brake on. Wow, that was insane. As we were coming down, I was like, man, that runway is really short. I'd like to know how exactly we're gonna, how the hell we're gonna get out of here. Anti-collision lights. We can turn off the avionics. We're not taxiing anymore either, so we can actually take off the taxi light. Get rid of all the pitot heat, all the heat and everything. All the anti-ice stuff. Alright, so you can turn off the generators. Let's go ahead and cut the fuel. And then here in just a second I'll let them get out, take their seatbelts off at least. Alright, so generators, I can get you off. Ignition. Nav and beacon, battery coming off. It looks like everything is off. Let's go ahead and let these folks out. Yeah, that was insane, that landing. Like I say, it's gonna be hard to get on out of here. I have to come back in the grass just a little bit just to get a run up.
Very cool.
I would have liked to touch down a little sooner, obviously, but wow. Because we did come in kind of fast. 43%. Because it takes a while since we got so many people. Not used to carrying 12 people. It is a good money-making plane, though. I wouldn't mind using that in air hauler too. Because at 12 people, I mean, that does carry a lot of people when you think about it. I can't remember how much the Caravan, how many it hauls though. This might actually be more than the Caravan, or at least around the same. Although this probably uses more fuel because it is a twin engine. There's that Grand Caravan. It's just one. Close that door back up. Alright, in FS passenger, we'll go ahead and end this flight. Alright, it was 71 nautical miles. Time airborne 34:38. Flight time was 40 minutes 11 seconds. Time spent on the ground 10 minutes 49 seconds. Average speed 125.24 knots. Climb time 7 minutes 43 seconds. Cruise time 16 minutes 7 seconds. Average cruise speed 170.55 knots. Descent time 10 minutes 48 seconds. Landing speed 83.94 knots. Came down 104.6 feet a minute. So it was a kiss. Landing pitch only 0.39. Landing weight 8,291 pounds. Total fuel use 219 pounds. Climb fuel use 76. Cruise fuel use 109. Using 408 an hour. That's a lot. Descent fuel use 33 pounds. Ticket income $401. Nothing for the. Did I not get cargo loaded up? I'll have to go back and look. I thought I put full cargo in there. It says $0. Fuel cost 112. Used 8 for the airport taxes, 17 for the insurance. Real income only $264 because there's no cargo. Jeez. Times the 50, we got 13,200. It doesn't matter too much because this is the last season, so we're not going to be buying any planes, I don't think, or anything like that. They thought everything was great. Should be 100%, so we increased 0.63% to 93.7. And pilot bonus points 230. It was a perfect flight. Very smooth landing plus 50. Perfect flight, no problems or anything. Satisfied passengers plus 150. And landing at the scheduled airport plus 30. Which is kind of, I always thought that was kind of stupid, but maybe at an airport like this, it's not so bad. Man, that thing was just hard to find. Yeah, with the weather like that, it doesn't help any. So, I guess to get out of here, we could use less fuel if it's trying to pick a shorter flight to try to get off this runway. But, well, that's going to be it for this episode, everybody. I hope you all did enjoy it. I'll catch you guys on the next flight.